Philipendula, and she is from the rose family. She goes by many names, including Queen of the Meadow, which is the most common name, Lady of the Meadow, Brideswort, and Meadowsweet as well. She is easily identifiable because from afar you see her flower heads that tend to look like a fluffy, beautiful, creamy white flower head, but when you get up close and personal you realise just how delicate and pretty her flowers are. As I said, creamy white in appearance, and they have 5 petals. She contains 5 petals and 5 sepals as well. If we move on to her leaves are dark green in colour with a silvery underside. She usually contains 5 pairs of opposite leaves, and she tends to have the Holy Trinity leaf on top. So quite interesting, very easily identifiable. Of course, she has very veined underside and her edges are deeply serrated as well, so she is very easily identifiable. She flowers from June to mid-September, or the end of September, and she likes to grow in damp and very moist soils. So you're going to find her at the edge of boglands, like I'm here today in the edge of our boglands. She will grow in woodlands and grasslands and at the edges of riverbanks as well. So talking about her medical properties, well, she's a very good I'm getting attacked here. She is very good at alleviating inflammation in the body. So she alleviates the symptoms of gout and arthritis. She is very good at alleviating heartburn and ulcers. She contains salicylic acid, so it makes her a very natural and powerful painkiller. She's very good at soothing the mucous membranes in the digestive tract as well. And what else? She's very good at skin conditions, treating sore and inflamed and irritated skin conditions, especially with acne. She makes a really good medication for the skin. So in terms of our history and our folklore, well, there's an old book called the Book of English Herbs, and it mentions meadowsweet many a time. It states that meadowsweet was one of the herbs favoured by the Druids, and it also states that meadowsweet had the power to prompt and promote happiness, and for that reason she was hung in many of the halls where recreations and feasts would have been held. This book states that meadowsweet, her flowers, the flowers and leaves of meadowsweet far excel all. If we move further on into Anglo-Saxon times, she was used to flavour many of the meads at the time, hence the name Meadswort. And in the 1500s, she was one of the favourites of Queen Elizabeth I, simply for her smell. She's a very distinctive, sweet smell that's quite antiseptic, and Queen Elizabeth I would have her ladies cover the chambers, her chambers, in meadowsweet, taking away any unpleasant smells that may have lingered. In Irish folklore, we're told that Goddess Anya, the goddess of Munster, was the one that gave meadowsweet her beautiful sweet smell, and that her smell could give you second sight and give you the ability to communicate with the fairy folk of the other world. So meadowsweet has a long history, a long and a very important history. She has many uses. She is a beautiful flower that you will see in your fields at this time of year. She is Philipendula.